Hi all you lovely lovelies in Learning Land. Tyler from Tenthumbs Pro coming at you with day 7 of our 10-day blues challenge. Make sure you check your links below for the free printable PDF for everyone, including information on how to win an Ortega ukulele. Today we're taking our A blues to the next level. We're adding a shuffle, triplet fill, and a brand new turnaround. So make sure you grab your ukulele, blues brain and attention span, and break all this tasty good stuff down. Come on in, let's do it. Alright, so here we are again, back in the key of A. If you've been following along, you should know our chords by now. We are using the A7, tasty classic, the D7, not the bar shape, and again for this particular lesson, actually even if you have been using the bar shape, we'll be using this one for the shuffle sound. And the E7 as well. So let's start with the shuffle. This is a good way to add some movement to your static chord. We all know that playing A7 for 4 bars can be a little boring, especially if you're not singing or playing with anyone else and no one else is jamming. So one way to give that movement is a classic sound that's known in the blues world as the shuffle. And what we're doing is we're taking the 5th interval from the 5th to the 6th. Now this is also common with just 2 notes. If you're looking for more finger picking style shuffle, I'll put a link in the notes. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at it from a strumming perspective. And what we're doing is we're getting our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the E string on the 2nd beat. Down, up, finger on the 2nd fret, down, up, finger off the 2nd fret, down, up, finger on. Wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off. I said wax off 2 times in a row, but you get the idea. The 2 and the 4 is when you want this finger down. The 1 and the 3, no. So really slow. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And you can incorporate that in an A blues over any time you see the A7 chord, giving it a little more movement and some sauce. Yesterday though we talked about triplets, and the day before we talked about the scale and feel and how to combine it as not as fills and how to combine it as fills. And today we're going to do a triplet fill that sounds like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the open C string, hammer on the 1st fret, and then play the open A string with our index finger. So that is with my thumb, hammer on, and then open A with my index finger. And we can mix it with the shuffle for a really cool sound that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 pola. 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 So the first thing that you should do is really get that shuffle down. I went through the shuffle kind of quick because up to this point, if you've been playing along, that should be fairly easy. If it's tricky, just focus on just that A7 and just go up and down until you can get it. Okay? Now notice the tabs today, we actually have them written out in swing time. Sometimes when you're playing the blues, you'll see them in standard 8, but you don't want your blues to sound like this. Now in the videos I've been watching in the challenge, everybody's been pretty good about the swing. But I wanted to show you how the swing would look out, tabbed out, or in musical notation as well. Okay, just that fill. 4 pola. And let's do the first 4 measures, and let's do that fill every single time on the 4th beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 pola. Boom, up to the D. Now we're going to need to learn the D shuffle and the E shuffle as well. For the D shuffle, we're going to make this shape with our 2 middle fingers, and we're going to use our pinky on and off on the 2nd fret of the A string. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and okay, just practice. Let's just practice that. All right, let's practice that together, nice and slow. Feel good with that. Then our E7 is going to go. We're going to make our E7 shape. We're going to get our pinky on the 4th fret of the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So practice those chords separately. At this point, you should be practicing the shuffle and the riff over here and these chords separately. And we're going to add a turnaround that's based on our first turnaround we did. But we're going to add triplets and play it like this. So what we're going to do is when we get to this our middle finger on the 4th fret of the E string, we're going to play it once with our thumb and the open A with our index and then back with our thumb. Tripola. 1, 2, 3. Move that middle finger down to the 2nd fret. Same as our first. The notes are the same. But we're mixing up the rhythm. Tripola, tripola, tripola. Nice and slow. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola. Then we get to the first beat. We're going to do the same exact fill that we've been doing in this song. 1 pola. We're going to do this a little different. You can still play this E7 on the 2nd beat, but today we're going to mute and then upstrum on it. So really slow, just the turnaround, we get 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 pola, 2 and 3, 4. Then we're back in the top. So why don't we go ahead and stay zoomed in, and we're going to put all of this together in the 12-bar blues, and I'm going to play it very, very slow. Okay? Don't move on until you can play along with me. And if you're struggling with certain pieces, identify them and go to that specific part in the video. What's nice is when you know where you're struggling, you can identify it and attack it directly, and you will accelerate your learning. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 pola, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 pola, 2 and 3, 4, 1. Alright, there you go. Let's zoom out and play it one more time. You made it to the end. That means you're doing great. Why don't we go ahead and play through this whole 12 bar one time together. I'm going to count it out. You're doing great. Don't get frustrated. This is tricky up to this point. We're putting all these individual pieces we've been doing in separate places together, making it more difficult and adding new elements. So practice this in sections of 4 bars if you're struggling with it. Also use the YouTube feature in the corner to slow it down if you need a slower playback speed. All right, cool, let's take it from the top. I'm going to move my face out of the screen so you can still see the ukulele, and let's play it from the top together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're back in the top. You could also feel free to mix in the A blues scale that we've been working on and change up that turnaround using what you know now with the blues, all right? See you tomorrow for day 8 of our 10-day blues challenge. Have a lovely day. Rock and roll.